Hello, good morning, and welcome to Saturday. It's 11 a.m. on Saturday. I slept in a little bit, but we're gonna do a #study with me vlog because I found that that's really effective in helping me get my work done. So I have a list of tasks to do today. I have currently my to-do list is in Todoist, the app Todoist, which is what I use for my to-do lists, my daily to-do lists. I use a combination to organize my life. If you're interested, I use a combination of Google Calendar, Notion, and Todoist. And I don't know if you're interested in how I set that up. Probably no one is, but if you are, comment down below and I will do a video on that because I'm a #YouTuber now. But right now my to-do list is just kind of a list of tasks. Some of them are small, some of them are big, in Todoist. The way that I'm going to organize my work today, and so the first thing I'm going to do is split up my tasks into chunks. And then I have this physical to-do list, focus, beauty guru, physical to-do list, that I'm going to write tasks. So my smaller tasks, I'll group them, and my bigger tasks, I'll break down into chunks. And I want my chunks to last approximately 45 minutes, but I don't schedule my time according to time. I schedule it according to tasks because I found that I don't know, it's an easier workflow for me. So I'm going to split up, and so I'll do a chunk of tasks that is approximately 45 minutes ish, sometimes shorter, sometimes longer, and then I'll take a 15-minute break, and then I'll move on to the next chunk of tasks. So my first task for today is to organize my tasks. So I'm going to do that, just kind of, I have a couple small tasks which I'm going to do all first, and then I also put them in order. So I split them into chunks, and then I put them in an order that kind of makes sense for the way that I want to work today. So that's what I'm going to do right now while I finish sipping my coffee, and then I will get started. 널 깨워 심장은 뛰고 온몸으로 퍼져가지 단 한 번에 perfect cafe take it away 중독된 것 같은 느낌 loving it. Okay, so I put together my to-do list. I guess I'll just tell you what I'm doing. So I have 5 chunks of work because I think that's what I have time for today, with breaks. My first chunk is a bunch of small tasks. I have this one thing to read that's 3 pages. I have to watch a speech that's 7 minutes. I have this training thing for work, which shouldn't take long, and I have to make a lookbook for my next film for my screen dance class. And I have an idea. I don't know how I'm going to turn it into a lookbook, but that's kind of fun, so I'll probably show you. So that's my first chunk. And then I have to read this book. I have to read this book by Wednesday. It's kind of long. If I don't read all of it, it's okay, but I would like to because I have not been the best at reading for this class, and I think it's going to be interesting, but oh my gosh, the text is small. Okay, well, I guess, so I have my next chunk after my small task is that I'm going to just read this for 45 minutes. I don't know I guess we'll see how far I get in 45 minutes, and then that can kind of estimate how long it's going to take me to finish it, and we'll see if it's feasible to finish it before Wednesday alongside all my other work, in which case, if it's not, I'll probably read, the end. I'll read as much as I can, and then I'll read the end, and look up a summary so I make sure I'm not confused. So I read this for 45 minutes, and then I have my break that can be longer, so it's like my lunch break. So that can be half an hour. Usually my breaks are 15 minutes. And then in my next chunk, I have to read for my history thesis, so I set aside 2 articles that I'm going to read in that chunk. They're both pretty long. And if you didn't know, my history thesis is about lesbians in Paris in the 1920s, specifically centered around Sylvia Beach and Adrienne Monnier, who ran the bookshops, Shakespeare and Company, and the French bookshop across the street. I'm not going to say it in French because I am ashamed of my French pronunciation. I can read French, like, decently. I'm very terrible at speaking it. And then, so I'm going to read those 2 articles on lesbian Paris in that time period. Then I'm going to take a break, and then I'm going to read 45 minutes more of this. And then my last chunk is 2 more articles for my history thesis. So that's the plan. Miscellaneous tasks in the first, like, little sprint of working, then basically alternating between this book. This is Coming of Age in Mississippi. It's a memoir that I have to read for my African American history class. And alternating between that and reading for my history thesis. I have a chapter, or like, how long does it have to be? Let me look. I don't know. I can't find it really quickly. I'll insert here if I find it. It's that many pages. I think it's like 8 to 10 maybe, of writing that I have to have. And I have so much reading to do before I can even start writing. I'm like very overwhelmed. That's due Wednesday. So yikes. But I need to read first, taking it one task at a time, for my history thesis. I hope that made sense. Yeah, so I'm going to get onto my first chunk of tasks, the miscellaneous tasks, and here we go. So I just finished my first set of tasks. I just did my lookbook for my film, which I'm going to put right here, and I'll tell you the concept. So my idea is that there's like a business lady in a Zoom meeting, and she's like bored as anything. She's bored, and it's like a corporate sales meeting, and she gets bored and she starts like tapping her foot in like a rhythm, and then like music comes in. I think it's gonna be Razzle Dazzle from Chicago. That music comes in over, and she like she's in a swivel chair, and she like pushes away from her desk, and she like takes a dance break because she's bored, but no one in the meeting notices because they're all bored and like self-absorbed too. And that's my idea, that's my pitch. And so she's going to be wearing, like, as you can see, she's wearing like a blazer on top, like business casual, and then she's wearing pajama pants. Just a swivel chair, like a nice like minimalist. I'm going for like black and white, like maybe some pink. I think I'm going to use those actual, because I have those pajama pants, those like pink pajama pants. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to get working on that. So I did that. And I did my other little tasks. I'm gonna take my longer like lunch break now because it's noon and I'm hungry, but then I'm gonna get to reading this book for 45 minutes. So yep, there's my update. Hello. Oh, there's a motorcycle. Hello. So I took my break. It was about 25 minutes. I ate a quesadilla, listened to the new Twice single, there's a whole new album, and I love it, and I think it's great, but Scientist was in my head, so I listened to it. That might be the background music in this video. We'll see. It'll mean that I get a copyright claim, but it's not like I'm making money on these anyway. Like 10 people watch them, if that. So I'm gonna read this book. It smells really nice. I got it used, but it's like in good condition. It just is like, actually the spine wasn't broken. I think I broke the spine. So maybe, I don't know. But I'm gonna read this for 45 minutes. And I'll check in with you after. ESPRESSO, that's who I am. 한마디에 빠져들어 이제는 돌이킬 수 없는 fantasy에 이미 너는 이게 뜨거워 Take it away 중독된 것 같은 느낌 Love it Can't stop 그대로 내게 너무 하지만 조금 위험해 So I read about 50 pages of this in 45 minutes. Which is not bad considering how small the text is, but that does mean that it will take me 5 hours to finish it, which I just don't have to fit around. Like, it's not priority enough to spend 5 hours on it. So I'm probably I'm definitely going to do another 45-minute sprint of reading this today. And then I'll probably spend some time, I'll try to read maybe half of it, skip some chapters, spark notes some chapters, read the beginning and the end. I'm going to take a little break, just take 15 minutes to play some Animal Crossing, and then I'm going to get to reading my stuff for my thesis. I need to figure out a good angle for when I'm reading and taking notes like this, because the angle that I did earlier worked, but then it kept falling. My phone kept falling, so I just need to find a place where it's more stable. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Okay. Animal Crossing time. So I just spent about an hour reading and taking notes on those 2 articles for my history thesis. I'm very overwhelmed about this assignment that's due this week. I feel like I have no idea what direction I'm going with my thesis at all, or like what to do. I mean, I need to read. Right now what I need to do is read, but I feel like I have no direction, which is very stressful. But I did that. I am gonna take a little Animal Crossing break and then read more of Coming of Age in Mississippi. Where is it? It's right here. Read more of this, 45 minutes. That'll take me, it's 2:45 now. If I take a 15-minute break, then 45 minutes of that'll take me to 3:45. If I spend another hour on history thesis work, that takes me to about 5 o'clock, which is when I want to be stopping. So my plan is really working out. I'm feeling a little run down, like I'm tired. I'm glad I don't know, I just am like, my brain hurts a little bit from taking in all this information, and also I'm just like stressed and overwhelmed. But generally I'm in good shape to have gotten a lot done today. I've gotten a lot done today already, and I have time to get a good chunk more done. I just need to sit down and do it. So I'm gonna read this for a little bit, and then first I'm gonna play Animal Crossing for 15 minutes because I need it. I need an Animal Crossing break. That's all. Okay. So I read that book, Coming of Age in Mississippi, for 20 minutes. And I like really was feeling myself running out of steam. So I'm going to take a really quick Animal Crossing break and then go on to my last history thesis readings. I have 2 more articles I want to read today, and I feel like I need to do that now. So I'm going to do that and then maybe try to read 25 more minutes of Coming of Age in Mississippi after that. So there's more variety in my tasks, and then I get everything done, hopefully. If I don't manage to read any more of that today, then that's okay. I am tired. My brain hurts. I don't have the focus to do this all day. That's okay. ESPRESSO, that's who I am. 이 세상 모든 색깔 전부 다 이 세상 모든 색 전부 다 blended 내가 되어 선명해진 그게 날 춤추게 해 짙어지는 이 향기 더 깊어지는 이 story I'm not saying once, I'm not saying twice Look in my eyes 이 심장을 뛰게 해 딥드랍한 너를 싣고 떨어지는 너 너를 깨물 완벽한 내 모션 Yes, you'll never set it for you really bad Keeps you awake 그래서 I read those 2 more articles for my thesis. I am kind of seeing things maybe coming together. I still have more to read and more like research to do in a couple directions. But I kind of am seeing how this could fit into a thesis at the end. I don't know what I'm going to write for this Wednesday assignment, but I guess that's a later problem. I'm going to read Coming of Age in Mississippi for 25 more minutes so that I have like fully completed my to-do list for today. It's currently 4:10, so I'll finish that at 4:35, and then I will close out this vlog and close out my study Saturday. So see you then. Hello. So I read for 25 more minutes, so I've finished out my to-do list for today. I read a total of, I think, 106 pages in this book in an hour and a half, as well as 4 articles, dropped it, 4 articles for my thesis, and several other, like, random little tasks. So I feel like that was a good day. I'm gonna close out this vlog here and probably edit it right now, and I hope you enjoyed. Whatever this was, whoever you are, I hope you enjoyed. Remember to hashtag like and hashtag subscribe and comment down below. I don't know what, but do it. Okay. Bye. ESPRESSO, that's who I am.